What is up, fellow pals and gals of the YouTube universe? It's everybody's favorite figure collecting Wolfman here, and we are back once again for another riveting segment of Figure Friday. You know, it's that particular time of the month where, particular time of the week where we spend some quality time together, basically nerd out about all things figure, Funko, merchandise, memorabilia related of all kinds, shapes, colors, sizes. You better believe anything of that sort is going to find right here on this channel. Now, as you guys know, in my last video, I did mention that I did get a nice new laptop and everything, and I'm still uh, impressed with it, you know, because every time I'm able to open it up and just turn it on, watch that keyboard light up, is just a sight to behold, honestly. And I still can't get over that fact. But I'm gonna be professional. Gotta be professional, you know. But I ain't gonna lie. One cool thing is that I mean, I want to admit to you guys right now, in the past, I have had to actually mount the camera that I'm using right now on some boxes, right, and a piece of styrofoam. But I'm actually happy to say that I'm using the laptop itself to actually have the webcam hold on to it. Now, the only reason I had to do that previously was because the laptop itself was slightly thicker, you know, so the little mount on the camera wasn't able to hold on. But I'm happy to say that's been squashed and it's holding up right now. So, I mean, forgive me if I shake the screen a little bit, you know, just to let you guys know. Sorry for the turbulence. Sorry. But yeah, that's what's happening right now. But as you guys know, we here at this Wolfpack, we take care of one another. We take care of our own because, you know, a Wolfpack is strongest whenever it takes care of itself. So, if you haven't already, please do your boy a favor and go grab something to eat, something to drink, something to snack on if you like to, and please, no rush. Please, I want you to be able to help yourself. Take your time, and I'll be here waiting. So, yeah, go ahead and help yourself. And if you guys already have done all that, I'll, you know, I want to take this time to, again, say the music that you guys are hearing in the background, no rights. None of mine, no beats, no rhythms, none of that. I just want to let you guys know I'm using it for the calming aesthetic purpose of this channel. Nothing more. You know, I'm actually happy to say that I've been saying that word a whole lot more. Aesthetic. I don't know why. It just feels so pleasing when I say it. Aesthetic. Yeah, definitely. I hope you guys have stretched, you know, because I'm doing that right now after a long work day. There we go. Woo. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but WandaVision, it has ended, but they have made way for the new series that had just started, which of course is episode 2 of the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I did watch episode 2 today. I'm happy to say I wasn't upset at all. It was a great episode, and the series looks promising. I look forward to seeing it through to the end because it is going to be very cool. But as you can see, we have hit the 3-minute marker, which of course I know I'm pointing at it on the computer. I know it says so right here, but I just can't see it. Like why can't I touch it? It's there, but it's like the satellite, you know, it's up there, even though you can't see it, but it's there. It's there. I know it's there. But yes. I hope you're ready because remember in my last stream I did mention that this one in particular was going to be a little star-studded. Now, for tonight's episode, I just want to say we will be delving back into a universe that I feel like we've sort of strayed away from in the process, but we're going to get back into it tonight. It is, as you can tell by the shirt, we are going to be delving back into the world of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We're going to be introducing 3 new figures, but I want to say this right now. 2 of them are returning favorites, and 1 is going to be a new one that is going to be joining the team. But keep in mind, guys, when I say this, they are returning favorites, but they're coming out of different Earths, you know, different universes. They're still in the MCU, but different Earths, you know, different Earths. Sorry, but yeah. But before all that, I want you guys to join me in taking a deep, calming breath. You know, so. Please take a deep breath. Hold it. Let it out slowly through your mouth. Because I want you guys to be able to feel just as relaxed as me. And yes, I hope you guys have snacks. If you guys don't, I hope you guys are ready. because as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of tonight. So why don't we just go ahead and get into it? First up, we're going to be introducing the two returning favorites. Now, these two I did introduce in the past in a double pack, but tonight I'm introducing them in single packs, which I'm happy to say they are just amazing looking figures. I ain't gonna lie, but I want to be able to share that with you guys tonight. Oh, and also, for those of you guys who are worried, don't worry about me. I have something to drink, so don't need to worry about me. Tonight's flavor is orange. It's another favorite. It's not really as good as a strawberry, but it's still very tangy, and I honestly I like it. But wait, my phone's going off. Amber alerts. You know what? We're moving on. My heart goes out to whatever's going on out there, prayers and everything. But yeah, first up, we're gonna go ahead and, as I said, introduce one of the returning favorites. He's more of one of the more like returning big brains of the MCU. He is a very gifted professor of a very prestigious school, one of which he did found it himself. And during the process, not only did he find out like the school, but he also founded like this particular team, which of course he had come to know and call his own, since he was basically the leader. And of course, who is the first returning favorite of this evening? Well, it's one Mr. Charles Xavier. That's right, folks. Professor X has rejoined us tonight, but keep in mind, this is a different version of him. This is the Marvel Legends House of X, Charles Xavier. Now, as I said, he is the same person, but there's a few differences to his backstory. So we're going to get into that. We're going to get into each character of tonight, introduce each character, and where they're coming from. So please enjoy. And I thought ahead. I cut the devil's tape so that way for easier access. And I'm already pleased with the box because it was so easy to open this time and I didn't have to friggin' rip it. But why don't I just get him out of there? Okie dokie. So I'm already loving this look of the figure. I ain't gonna lie, it looks awesome. Comes with one interchangeable head, which is Boss. Sorry for the noise. I apologize. It comes with two interchangeable hands, one of which, of course, is his patented telepathy hand. But of course, I'll give you guys a look-see. And here he is. Now, as I said, there's a few differences in his backstory, and of course, his look is sporting the sort of an upgraded Cerebro helmet that he's rocking right here, and of course, with the X symbol being that dignifies that he is this House of X version. But as I said, also he does come with another interchangeable head, and that's this, of course, right here. This is, I think of this more as his concentration head, because the little waves that he's got going on back here, that's his telepathy thing that he's got going on. But yes, as I said, this is one of the more things. But I'm sorry, I can't get over the figure. Wait a minute, I got a message here. What is this? Yes, I will definitely do that. Shuts gave me he's not following me on Twitch. Oh, cool. All right, that's cool. Got me a new follower on Twitch. Shout out to that man, And trust and believe, folks. I hope you guys are hanging in there. As pertaining to the Twitch thing, just please bear with me and hang in there tight, guys. We will be returning. Don't give up yet, please. Please don't do that. Okay. Yeah, I know. Cool. And what's even more is good news is that during the process is that I had gotten a new phone ordered today, which I'm very happy because it's already shipped off. It should be here soon. Very happy. But back to the man of the hour, Back to Mr. Charles Xavier here. And as I said, he was born, as I said, as one of the most powerful mutants on the face of the earth. And he was gifted with a world-ranging telepathy ability, and not only was he one of the most. He is an Omega level mutant, much like one of his counterparts, but we're not going to get into that. He also went on to found and lead his own team known as the X-Men. However, unfortunately, this kind of takes a dark turn here, so please be prepared for this dark story, folks, because in that moment, it was actually found out that during this House of X era, it was actually learned that one of his own team had actually turned on him and basically, well, not basically, more or less, he took his life. That's right, folks. One of his most well-known and just trusted students turned on him and took his life. And of course, this took place during the end of the Avengers versus X-Men series. And this actually, one of the more like, blech, I'm sorry, I'm straining here. I'm looking at my laptop right now and the lights are staring at me right in the face. I'm sorry. But in terms, that one that turned on him was actually his most gifted and well-known student. One of the most gifted and well-known students was Scott Summers, aka Cyclops. And there's a reason for that. Is because during that time of the battle, Scott had actually been possessed by the Phoenix Force, the very thing that was possessed by Jean Grey. And my apologies. During that fact, it actually caused him to lash out and kill his mentor. Now, not to worry, because that wasn't the end of Professor X. No. Because since a small part of his consciousness had actually survived, he was actually sort of trapped in the sort of astral plane. And during that time, there was another mutant known as Phantom X, and who was willing to give up his body so that the astral version of Professor X could inhabit that body. But during that time, he actually switched places with Charles, and he became trapped in the astral plane himself, and thus leaving his body with Charles's spirit. So in the end, it was kind of a good news, bad news situation, because the good news is that Charles, he was able to get a new body, and the bad news is that his friend was stuck in his place. But unfortunately, I don't really believe that Phantom X sort of complained much, because he knew that he did a good thing. He knew it was for a good cause, and he felt like he had to bring Charles Xavier back to existence. And hey, I applaud him for that. Oh goodness, I'm sorry. Forgive me, folks, for the gas. Whew. But some very interesting facts that I did find out about him. I don't know if I repeated these already. If I do, please forgive me. It was a very well-known fact that Jean was one of the more powerful level mutants, and during that time, like at a young age, when Professor X had come into contact with her, he knew what was lurking inside of her was definitely not to be trifled with, and that it shouldn't get out. So it was during that time where he actually used mental blocks on her powers, due to the fact that, as I said, she was arguably one of the most powerful mutants in his group. So he took what was necessary, he did what he had to do, and honestly, in the end, I can't say it worked out, because we all know what happens from there, but I don't want to spoil nothing. One of the more kind of kooky facts is that during one point in time, the Red Skull had actually stole his brain. Yeah, he got his hands on one of the most powerful brains in the comic book world. And he had a plan for it. What he wanted to do was use it to eliminate all the mutants, just all the mutant kind, period. But unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. He tried, he failed, which I'm happy to say that he didn't, And one of the more interesting facts about Mr. Charles Xavier here is that most people wonder, how, his funding works, or how he's so, how can I put this? How he's just so, he's not really necessarily, hoarding it or, stealing it. It's actually his net worth. He's actually a billionaire, since his net worth ranges in about $3.5 billion. And that's just crazy, due to the fact that most people think of him as just a professor. He's more than just a professor. But that's only because of his time that he spent in different places of the world where he made smart investments and all that other good stuff, and thus it paid dividends. So that's another good thing, and I applaud him for that, which is very cool. Let me see here. Judging between the two heads, I think I'm going to go with the helmeted version of him, because I think it adds more definition to his character. So I'll hold on to this one. I put it in storage, Okay, he does come with the two interchangeable hands. I'll think about that one, honestly. I'll think about which hands I think he should keep and which ones he shouldn't. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this here box. Ooh. Okay, get that. I gotta put the box back together, but thankfully, like I said, it didn't rip. I'm happy it didn't. Move that up there, Charles. You rest right there. Okie dokie. You guys good? I hope you're doing good because you're awesome, and I hope you had a great day today. Yes, I know. Okay. Just set up the next guy. Oh wait, let me get this wig here. I hope you guys are having a good night too. Because hey, here's to you. Cheers. Okay. So, next up, we're gonna go ahead and introduce another returning favorite. It's also another Omega level mutant, with quite an attraction to the world. Now, I use attraction in with extra emphasis, because this guy here, because not only is he one of the most powerful mutants to ever grace the world of the MCU, he's actually proclaimed such roles as detective, judge, jury, and executioner. But now I know that, as I said, this is another returning favorite, and I know you guys probably feel like I'm running around in circles with the whole returning faces thing. But as I said, this is one of the more updated versions and upgraded versions of said character. So, I know you guys will recognize his face, and but his name and history is a bit different, and there's a reason for that. Because like Professor X, this is a different version of him. So I wanted to let you guys know that this particular Omega level mutant, he did go by the name of Max Eisenhart, but most people also knew him as the Master of Magnetism, Magneto. But as I said, this is the House of X version, also followed by the Marvel Legends. And then again, his history is different. So please bear with me, folks, because we're going to get into it, and we're going to go now. And again, another beautiful opening of the box without one tear. Woo! I love it. Man, this is another expert looking figure. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry for the noise, folks. Oh, come on out, Max. Let us have a look at you. Woo! Okay. Well, he does come with, 4 interchangeable hands. That's awesome. Here you go. And as I said, folks, this is the House of X version of Magneto. As you can see, he's not sporting his patented purple or black and red. No, this is the white version of him. And as I said, this, like Charles Xavier, they come out of the Earth 616. And as I said, his story is about the same, but as I said, a bit different. So, for example, he was still born and raised in Nuremberg, Germany. Nuremberg. Yes, it was Nuremberg, Germany, because I confirmed it earlier today before I went on live tonight. So, he was born into a middle-class Jewish family, and during that time, okay. Sorry, gotta get a stretch here. Oh, yes, indeedy, folks. Yes, indeedy. Now, as I was saying, I know his name doesn't match like what other folks have heard about him, but there's a reason for that, and we're going to get into it right now. That's because he was born Max Eisenhart before he dubbed the name Magneto. But that was back, of course, in the 1920s from his father, which was a World War I veteran, and his family struggled against, the discrimination of the hardships of the Nazis during Nazis' rise to power. Sorry, my apologies, folks. The Germans' rise to power. But unfortunately, during some time, his mother and father and sister were captured, and unfortunately, they were executed. Max, being, of course, the only survivor, was sent to a concentration camp in Auschwitz. Now, there is a particular scene in Age of Apocalypse, the X-Men movie, where I think was pretty cool, where Apocalypse took him back to that very same concentration camp, and during that time, he was actually able to help him realize like his full potential of his gift, which I thought it was a very cool scene, a very good movie, honestly, but that's just me. But during that time, as I said, he reunited with a gal he fell in love with back in like his school days, I believe it was. I can't remember what age or era it was before he went into the Auschwitz camp, because I know it was sometime during that time, but forgive me, folks. But as I said, he and that girl had actually escaped the concentration camp, and they've been on the run for a while, but they decided to eventually settle down. They got married, and it was actually he adopted that name. Oh, sorry, he adopted a new life and a new name, which of course in this instance was Magnus, which is one of the more cool things that only Charles Xavier knows about him, because he was the only one who shared it with him. And he actually gave, and during that time, actually gave birth to a daughter, and her name was Anya. But unfortunately, I'm sorry, folks, I want to say it's going to get a little dark once again. So please just forgive me. Yes, actually, I would. Okay. Where was I? Oh, yeah. As I said, folks, a warning here for those of you guys who are easily brokenhearted. There was one night where Magnus was coming home just after getting off his work job as a carpenter. And during that time, he was attacked and beaten, but he actually was able to use his abilities and his powers to lash out and kill his attackers. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is the fact that when he was able to go to his home, where he came upon it, and it was actually on fire. Now, during that time, his daughter was still inside of it, and even though he tried to get inside to her to save her, unfortunately, he was not fast enough, and his daughter had perished in the fire. Just rest in peace, Anya. Really, very tragic, very tragic. And in that time, his wife had actually learned about his mutant abilities, causing her to leave him. And man, that really sucks. And sometime later, like he was just considered like one of the most just powerful and infamous mutants on the planet, due to the fact that he committed like so many anti-human atrocities across the world, and just, oh man, it was just so crazy, so bloody, and so nasty. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Okay, now we're gonna get into some very cool facts here. Eisenhart, the last name that he was given in the beginning, actually means hard as iron. And something else is that I know there's a top 100s list of comic book villains ranked by the ever popular IGN. This guy actually ranked first on that list, which is a pretty big achievement, honestly. If you can rank number one on that list for a time being, that means you're probably one of the most dangerous people to ever grace the comic book world. And I mean, honestly, that's very cool. And one pretty creepy but cool fact is that how us as humans, we have iron in our bodies. What he can do, he can actually freeze that iron in your body to basically make you freeze and stop moving. That's actually very cool, very creepy at the same time, because if he should feel the need to like for example, it was in the second X-Men movie, I believe it was, where Ian McKellen was in his cell, and that guard had actually come to bring him his food, and like during that time he was able to like pull the iron straight out of his blood. And that was just very cool scene. Honestly, I love that. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Where was I? Yes. It is that time, folks. Now, yes, in time for a swig, but not only that. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let me just, oh, yeah. And as I said, he does come with 4 interchangeable hands. 2 of them are open, and 2 of them are fists. Let me just put that here. Okay. Wait. Oh, I thought the box was going to fall over, honestly. Okay. And now, I hope you're ready, folks, because it's time for the big finale, the newest figure that I'll be introducing tonight, as we introduce one who made her debut back in the Uncanny X-Men issue number 96 back in December of 1975. And she plays one of the more well-known colleagues, of course, who worked very closely next to Professor Xavier, and a graduate of the well-known Oxford University, which was a tremendous thing for her, so that's a good thing. Now, it's no small fact that this particular lady is the daughter of Lord Kinross. And Yes, at the time she was born in Scotland, so that's one of the more noticeable qualities about her. And who is this graduate that I speak of, folks? Well, none other than Moira McTaggart. MacTaggart, sorry. And again, this is the Marvel Legends House of X figure of her, and I'm happy to see that she was made because she looks hella amazing. Looks very cool, and I'm happy to see that she's on here tonight. But the question is, folks, can we go 3 for 3 on the boxes? Well, why don't we just check? Okay, step 1's done. Here comes step 2. Oh, a perfect 3 for 3! This is unheard of, folks. This is unheard of in the world of the Wolf Gaming channel. Sorry. So awesome. So awesome. Okay. Okay, let me just get her out of it. And I can already see she's come with a plethora of accessories, but there's a very good reason for that, folks, and we're going to get into that. Here she is. Moira McTaggart. And as you can see, she's sporting the lab coat that she has been, well, one of the more well-known parts of her is the lab coat. And, of course, she's got a pocket protector full of pens and markers, I'm going to say. And, yes, that's right. Sorry. But, as I said, born in Scotland, but during the time where she was in the Oxford University world, she actually met and fell in love with Charles Xavier. And where they both graduated at the same time, which was a very good thing. And she was granted a scholarship to study genetics. But unfortunately, during the time when Charles had actually left to fight in the Korean War, she had actually made a promise to him that she would wait for him so that they could be married. Unfortunately, thanks to her father, young Moira here was forced to marry another man by the name of Joseph MacTaggart. Now, honestly, it is against the promise that she did make to Charles, but honestly, she had no choice because her father, I mean, he was a lord, and she couldn't say no, honestly. But yes, just very cool. I'm still loving the figure, honestly. I can't get over the fact that they made a Moira McTaggart figure. I mean, honestly, I know there are probably more of her out there, but this is the first one that I've seen, so that's just me. Okay. But yes, at one point, she actually became the operator of a high-tech mutant research facility on an island known as Muir Island, M-U-I-R. For those of you guys, Muir Island. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Please forgive me. But it was actually one of the more largest and most advanced facilities of its kind. And during that time, it was actually where she continued her research on not only human genetics, but also mutant genetics at the same time, because she knew that there were two different genome codes, and she wanted to be able to just find out what made them tick and just to be able to study to the max, which is one of the more memorable and respected things about her, because she continued that fight for a very long while, and that just makes her one of the more, I know she seems human, but there's a twist, and that's one of the more interesting facts that I found out about her. As I said, being that this is the House of X version, it was revealed during the time that she was actually a mutant. Yeah, you heard me right, folks. Moira McTaggart, the mutant here. And what is her mutant ability, you ask? Well, it's known as reincarnation. Now, there's a reason for that, because her reincarnation cycle is actually infinite. And now there's a reason for her reincarnation. Now, as I can see, folks, she does have some, as I said, some accessories here. Of course, this one, of course, is a textbook, which I'm going to say is on science and genetics. I don't really know. Come on, give me that symbol. Come on, show it. Maybe? Oh, okay. And, oh, yeah, she does come with, like I said, a few extras here. Okay, there. Let me just get all these out real quick, folks. She does come with an interchangeable head, interchangeable face. Does come with also a handkerchief, yeah, or an ascot, I'm going to say. And, of course, 2 interchangeable arms. Now, forgive me just for a minute, folks. Just let Moira McTaggart here. Oh, wait. Moira. Come on. It's just like playing dress up. Come on. Give her just a minute, folks. She's in the changing room. Just put the handkerchief on. Come on. Just put the handkerchief on. But I know, Moira. I know you think it's not you, but it is you. Okay, so come on. Just do it. Come on. Just do it for me. Come on. You know you want to. Come on. Come on. Sorry, folks. I know. Okay. And of course. Okie dokie. Very cool. Wait, does that? Oh my goodness, it does. Woo, woo. Oh my goodness, that's really cool. Hang on, folks. Just hang tight with me. Come on off of there. Okay, beautiful. Wow, I ain't gonna lie. This is cool. This is very cool. I'm sorry. Hang on. No. And then just like that, bam. Now, there's a reason for this, folks. There's a reason for the way that she looks. That's because this is one of her reincarnations. That's right, folks, because she has died a few times. And yeah, this is one of her reincarnations, of course. And everybody has known that she is also working. She likes to work undercover in a lot of her reincarnations, you know. But one of the more cool and interesting last facts that I did find out about her is that in the comic book world and animated world, she is Scottish, but in like film industries or filming world, she's American. Now, to me, that sort of adds diversity and pays tribute to the sort of character itself, you know, because it doesn't stray too far from who she is, you know, because we all know who she is, we all know what she's capable of, and I think that's very cool, very nice. And I'm loving these figures. Each and every single one of them is just, my mind was just, I ain't gonna lie, and I hope your guys' mind was blown tonight too. But I'm going to go ahead and end tonight's stream. I want to say thank you to everybody who came out to me and see me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show. And remember to keep yourself safe out there, folks. Remember to wash your hands 6 feet apart and wear your masks. Por favor. And if you like, feel free to hit the follow button when it does appear here. And feel free to sample either one of these videos when they do appear. And I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. Be sure to look forward to my next one because it is going to be very, very cool. Very sweet. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves, and be zen, huh? Peace.